Chicago,
the Windy City.
This world-class city on the banks of Lake Michigan is known for many things.
The Sears Tower.
Wrigley Field.
Chicago-style deep dish pizza.
Da Bears.
Grant Park with Buckingham Fountain.
It's also the city that brought us together. Welcome to Chicago.
This is our story. I was born in Minnesota, Austin, Minnesota.
I was born in Middletown, Ohio.
My mother was a nurse there. My father worked for a grocery store chain called Hy-Vee.
My parents live in Troy, and I have two older brothers.
I lived there until I was 4 years old, along with my brother.
I went to Troy High School, and then after graduating there, I knew I wanted to go to a Big Ten school. I didn't know which one. I ended up going to Indiana.
I went to University of Iowa, which is in Iowa City, Iowa. From there, after I graduated, I moved to Chicago. I actually had a job right before I graduated.
I graduated from Indiana University, started looking for jobs in Chicago. I found the job at TransUnion and moved to Chicago for the job at TransUnion.
And then Kate and I obviously worked at TransUnion together.
We didn't work in the same department or know each other at work.
We had two different sets of friends that kind of overlapped, that lived above each other.
Some of my friends from college lived below his friends from work, randomly.
And they all three kind of made a lot of noise upstairs, and Kate would hear about it the next day at work because her friends would give her a call and tell her that the crazy neighbors upstairs were making a lot of noise. Those crazy neighbors were my friends.
Behind us is Sheffield's, one of the local taverns in the neighborhood, where Scott and I first met and where we have gone on several subsequent dates since then.
One day Kate saw me sitting at Sheffield's. Well, actually her friend Tori saw me.
And Tori came up to me and said, "The guy that you think is hot is here."
And all of a sudden Kate came out and started talking to me because I was sitting there by myself.
I knew he was cute and he seemed kind of like the center of attention, maybe kind of like loud guy, which I always think is funny.
Definitely caught me off guard that she came over and talked to me. I had no idea what was going on, that she had any interest or anything.
I knew right off that our personalities blended very much and that I felt completely comfortable with him.
We just sat there and just kind of talked about TransUnion and our friends, and she kind of made fun of me a little bit about being there alone, I think, waiting for my friends, and they finally showed up.
And then Tori was talking to one of Scott's friends and ended up telling him that I thought Scott was cute.
It was later on in the night when a friend of mine, Chris Wright, actually mentioned that maybe I was an idiot, that I wasn't noticing that maybe I should ask her out. After
that, I think Scott sent me an email on Monday or something. And
a week later, we were on our first date. Kate and I love living in Chicago. There's nothing else like it in the world.
We always have really cool plans we get to do, like there's Wrigley's right down the street.
Just a short walk from our house is Wrigley Field, where we spent many an afternoon cheering on the Cubs.
We live in Wrigleyville, but the section of Wrigleyville we live in is called Boys Town.
Boys Town is the gay neighborhood in Chicago.
Yeah, we live right next to the Gay Mart.
This is Kate and I's new condo. We lived here since February of this year. Really enjoying it so far. So is Maddie.
This is the third member of our family here at our condo. This is Maddie, otherwise known as Mad Dog. We rescued her about a year and a half ago, last February. She was only 9 weeks old.
So we end up just walking out the door with Maddie, going out to a restaurant, sitting outside.
You can walk right next door and have a great margarita at a fantastic Mexican restaurant, which is Kate's favorite. You can do anything and everything in Chicago. It's beautiful. It's even got a beach. A lot of people don't know that it has a beach.
Behind us is North Avenue Beach, which is just a little south of our house. And as you can see, there's always a lot going on here.
All of our best friends live like right in the neighborhood, which is really nice too.
We like to travel. We like to hang out with our friends.
I think Scott and I are very lucky with our group of friends that we've been able to combine the two, which is cool because I mean, I knew people when I moved to Chicago. I have my friends from school and I have my friends from work, but Scott and I have been able to, like, now all of our friends are friends, and it's nice.
I love being a part of the Scott family. They're great. We enjoy each other's company, and they've taken me in. They've done everything for us. I mean, they've been supportive of us ever since I've even started dating Kate. How that goes for her grandparents as well and her Busha. I mean, everyone's been fantastic.
I am very excited to be part of the Blickhan clan in Iowa. We love to go back to Iowa and visit because we just have a great time. I'm very excited to be part of the Valverde clan. Scott's mom and I are very similar. So, of course, I love her.
I called her dad. I asked him if I could ask Kate to marry me, if I had his blessing. After we agreed upon the amount of money that I have to, send him, he said that's okay.
He had been out of town all week at a work conference. And then before he got home, I had left to go to a wedding in Pennsylvania.
So I picked her up at the airport on Sunday, brought her downtown, and we got home, and I said, let's go to dinner.
It was really nice of them when they wanted to go out to dinner, but we had been, because we had been gone for 7 days, but at the same time, I just really wanted to go home and chill. So I was like fighting it the whole time, kind of being like, do we really, I just want to go home.
She was actually going to eat at the airport. Well, I somehow convinced her not to eat Potbellies at the airport. And I told her that I'd really like to eat with her, that we could go to a nice restaurant down the street, Salvatore's, that we'd always been wanting to go to. And I really felt like a steak. I mean, I was basically playing it up, trying to get her to not eat at the airport.
We sat down, ordered dinner, and I never drink wine, but I'd been drinking wine with my girls from home because they all drink wine.
Kate apparently decided that a bottle of wine was the best thing ever for a Sunday, even though we had never ordered a bottle of wine in our lives.
So it was kind of like the perfect setting, when Scott and Katie don't typically order wine, we did. So it was kind of cool because there was no one else there, and it was just a quaint little Italian place.
When I was going to ask her, I had butterflies in my stomach like you wouldn't believe. I couldn't even look at her. I couldn't talk to her. I didn't hear anything she said to me at dinner before I pulled out the ring. I heard nothing of what she said. She was just wah, 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 wah. It was Charlie Brown, because I was just sitting there thinking, oh my God, I'm going to ask her to marry me.
And we were just like talking. And I think I said the last sentence was, oh my gosh, I've been talking about weddings all weekend. And then I think he said to me, it's kind of all a blur because it was very exciting, and I think he got on one knee and said, well, in that case, I have something to ask you, and got out the ring.
Okay, behind us we have Salvatore's restaurant. This is where I asked Kate to marry me, and she said yes. The best decision of her life. My life.
Kate's reaction to my proposal was pretty funny. I gave her a kiss, but she kind of continued to kiss and continued to kiss and continued to kiss. And finally I had to say, Kate, stop. Hey, Kate.
Scott will say that I started kissing him at the restaurant, but I was very flustered and I didn't know what to do. And finally I realized that I was kissing him and I apologized. It was perfect. It was good. I didn't know it was coming at all.
Gonna close my eyes, girl, and watch you go, running through this life, darling, like I feel the snow, as the tracer glides, and its graceful arc, send a little prayer out to you across the falling dark. Tell the reaper man and the stars above that you're the one I love. Yeah, perfect summer's night. No, the wind that breathes, just the bullets whispering gentle amongst the new green leaves. There's things I might have said, only wish I could. Now I'm leaking life faster that you're the one I love.
I think our wedding day is all about celebrating us and where we've come from and where we're going. And I just wanted to tell you that you're the most supportive, generous, fun-loving husband that anyone could ever find. And I think I'm very, very lucky to have you and that I get to spend the rest of my life with you. So I wanted to tell you thank you and I love you.
I can't imagine being with anyone else but you. I've been looking forward to this for so long. I'm so happy to be with you and to be sharing this day with all of our friends. Thank you so much for making everything like this possible. I'm trying to think of a few words to describe you, and only one comes to mind for me. It's that you're perfect for me in every way. I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you. I love you.